after leaving some time to rest the previous video with the information it carried. We will explain how we have divided these exhausting cards, or, let's say, better, the emotions that have us trapped without giving us a break. We have selected 5 mother cards as the 5 basic chakras, and from each one we have been looking for the emotions that originate them. Let's say, the origin of the recording. We leave the control behind to remove it from the limelight and move on to the next card. The abandonment. We have placed the abandonment at the level of the heart, where emotions of very high and low vibrational level meet. Abandonment originates at birth and in many cases during gestation. With this emotion we will be helped by nature, in particular trees. A tree can be the most beautiful in the world, with the tastiest and most nutritious fruits that can be given. But abandoned in an infertile land, it will not be able to develop its true essence or purpose. The emotion of abandonment originates because you grew up without parents, whether it was one or the other, or because they separated and disappeared from your life, or because one of your parents passed away while you were in your recording phase. And let's remember that this stage begins in pregnancy and continues until approximately 7 or 8 years of age. It depends on how the person receiving the impact is. Abandonment creates in the human being who receives it a lack of understanding, which generates internal poverty and a void that is difficult to fill. People who suffer from this syndrome feel deception, and deception creeping up their trunk. They are missing part of the sap that has been taken from them. Not knowing how to manage the anguish that this causes them, they become obsessed with the fear of feeling that situation, that abandonment, again. Without being aware of what they are moving, they will look for something or someone to betray them in order to empower themselves with arrogance and give way to their revenge. All this is from the unconscious. They look for offense in any situation, in order to give up before suffering the emotional shock of being abandoned again. The jealousy that provokes them to see that others are not experiencing the same situation. It does not allow them to get out of that state, but when they allow themselves to be helped by understanding, they can take the step and get out of the vicious circle that they themselves generate. It is when they have truly won the battle against this plague that devours them from the inside. The scare that is not theirs, but which they received, and which at times has led them to remain trapped in emotions of misery and abuse, has come to an end. The plague has been extinguished, healing the tree from root to leaf and letting us taste its wonderful fruits. There are several noble gases that, when used as natural healers, can nullify these harmful effects. Integrity. It will help us root ourselves in our true being. It will make us move on to the action of forgiving that which was not explained to us, and that remained engraved in our DNA, marking our life. Water and an earth full of nutrients will make the coherence between our brain and our heart, heal wounds from the past, to look with peace to our future. We can heal such a deep-seated wound. Of course, always helped by the awareness of knowing how it was created. Thus we heal by freeing ourselves.